Let's talk about pervasive avoidance, or as I like to call it, compulsive non-action, though sometimes the way it really presents is just a god-awful amount of indecision or being seemingly lazy or procrastinating. So when it comes to showering, it's really easy for me to say to myself that I have worthiness issues, and so needing a shower then triggers this compulsion. But if I can work on my self-belief with regards to worthiness, then I can lessen that trigger and heal and be able to shower more regularly. But this compulsion doesn't just present when I need to take a shower. It's been with me my whole life, messed with me as a kid when after school I couldn't decide between getting homework done or getting housework done because I didn't have enough mental energy just to make that decision, let alone do either one of those tasks. So neither of those tasks got done, and then I just got in trouble for all the things that a kid can get in trouble for not doing. And it's messing with me today. I need to get the dishes done. I need to take trash and recycling out. I need to shred papers. I need to put books away. I need to finish setting up an application for a grant. I need to work on the penrosetrekkie.com. I want very much to set up a craft section in the midst of cleaning the entire apartment and healing my hoarding, so that in that craft section, I can make puppet versions of the voices in my head, because you cannot tell me that would not be a hilarious thing to do, to have puppets of the voices in my head. Usually, to avoid this compulsion messing with me requires planning ahead, having a week-long schedule and daily schedules for what times of day certain tasks happen. But if I don't schedule something on a given day, and then that day comes and there's all these things I want to work on because I haven't scheduled that day, and in that scheduling prioritized things, I just get stuck. And then to try to calm myself, today, for instance, I've just been watching this one shipper video of Mork and Mindy all morning to try to calm myself down so I can prioritize these things and just do them. And as I've been recording this, actually, my brain's been more and more fixated on the books on the floor and putting those away. So I'm going to do that before recording any more of this video. Well, that task got good and hijacked by lunchtime, but the good thing about sitting and having lunch while thinking about how best to tackle the little book situation I'd created for myself was that I realized I need library cards. I need to put some slip of paper in each of my books so I know where they go when it's time for them to go home. But that is a very large task for another day. For now, the books that were on the floor have been stacked and arranged under my desk in such a fashion that I will not kick them over. And now this video needs to end so I can do my afternoons we write video. Because afternoons we write. Just kidding, this video can't end until I finish talking about the topic of pervasive avoidance, which is what started this video. The thing is, right now I have afternoon writing scheduled every weekday afternoon. It's the mornings that are less scheduled right now because I just finished night school training for a potential job for which I am now loosely hunting for while I am mostly supposed to be working on grant applications in the morning, which is something I need to put into my schedule both for the week and for each day so that this doesn't happen again, where I spend all morning not knowing what to do and then get one thing only kind of done. And this is fairly typical of pervasive avoidance for me, where it stops me from getting anything done until too much time has passed. Usually the time that needed to be filled has now passed. And then in retrospect, without the pressure of having to get started because the time is already gone, that is when my brain says, oh, this is how we should do things. And then that I need to act on immediately and get things into the schedule so that I won't get caught not working on things again the next day. This happens a lot. You would think I have learned this lesson by now, but I haven't, which is why there is now video documentation of it. So thank you for being my witnesses to the fact that I still am trying to learn this one lesson from my pervasive avoidance, and for being said witness under the guise of the fact that we were going to have a conversation about pervasive avoidance, but really I just needed to start a video to get myself out of pervasive avoidance. Brains are friggin' weird, guys. They're friggin' weird.